Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build. So today I am building here in the countryside of Windenburg, and I am building a cottage because there is a new expansion pack coming out and it's called Cottage Living. So I pretty much had no choice but to build a cottage because, well, mostly I'm just very excited and very inspired. I've seen the trailer now like a dozen times. I just can't stop watching it because I'm just so excited. I haven't been this excited in so long. Like, there's been plenty of expansion packs that I've been excited about, been really interested in. And of course, there's been like some disappointments here and there, but mostly I've really liked most of the stuff that's came to The Sims 4. But this is just like, it looks like magical to me without even being magical. Because if you guys know or don't know, I'm not really into the whole supernatural stuff in The Sims 4. Like, everybody was speculating that this pack was going to come with fairies, and I was so not excited and really hoping that it didn't. So they've officially said that it's not coming with any occult. So sorry if you're disappointed about that, but I was kind of relieved because it's not really my thing. I like to play more realistic, but this pack looks magical without being magical, if you guys get what I mean. It just seems so dreamy. Of course, everything is speculation because I've only seen the trailer and like the renders and screenshots that have been shared. So I don't know anything, but it looks just really nice, and all of the animals, and we're finally getting chickens, and I've wanted chickens basically since I started playing The Sims 4 because I just think it's so cute. Like, the idea of having a garden and going out and having the chickens walk around, and I can build like a proper farm now because there's gonna be cows and llamas, and then there's also like birds and foxes and little bunnies, and there's so many animals. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I am thrilled. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I did hold a poll on my community tab, and most of you guys were saying that you are excited. Quite a few of you, though, were saying that you're undecided, so you're still waiting to hear more information, which I totally get. I'm hoping that they do a gameplay trailer, hopefully pretty soon. And this is like the only time I've been really interested in seeing a gameplay trailer, because I don't ever do any gameplay, but this just... I want to play it so bad. But yeah, I am really eager and really inspired, like I said. So I've been looking on Pinterest like crazy, saving pictures of cottages and interiors, and just looking at pictures of like the English countryside, because the pack is going to be inspired by English countryside, and they actually invited some English simmers to do the builds for the expansion pack. I'm not sure if they did all of them. I'm assuming that they did, or at least most of them. So I'm really excited to see what they came up with, and I know they're going to be beautiful because the people that are involved are so talented. There's Harry, I love her builds, and Devin Bumpkin, love his builds, and Real Thomas TV is also a really talented builder. I have collabed with all of three of them a bunch of times, and then also Claire Savon is going to be part of it. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name correct or not, so my apologies, but I know she is also really talented, so it's going to be really exciting to see what they came up with, and I can't wait to look at them. Like, I already know one of the builds that was created by Harry because she pointed it out and I saw it in the trailer, and as soon as I saw it in the trailer I was like, oh my god, that house is so beautiful, I want to live in it. And I wasn't sure if it was like a background house or if it was like a built house. It looked like a regular house that you would be able to move your Sims into, so I assumed it was, but I thought it was really pretty, and it makes sense because she built it and she's one of the most talented builders. So I can't wait to see what all of them came up with, and I'm super happy for them. It's such an amazing opportunity, and yeah, I'm so just like giddy with excitement. Hopefully you guys can tell. Hopefully I'm not being too obnoxious, but either way, as you can see, the cottage is coming together. So I wanted to utilize packs that we have in game, and of course a lot of debug objects to make it feel really cozy and like country cottagey and kind of magical feeling. So there's lots of plants, way more of a variety than I normally do. Usually I try to limit the plants that I use to maybe I do this many sometimes, but I felt like I was using quite a few different plants, but I wanted it to feel overgrown and really lush and just kind of like a nice garden oasis in a way. I do actually make a little garden here in just a moment, and I do plant it. You'll see that in the screenshot. So when you download this build from the gallery, if you're interested, there will be some plants. They're just kind of random ones that my sim had in their inventory. So if you really like gardening and harvesting and stuff in The Sims 4, then you will probably want to maybe collect your own plants. But either way, you will see that there, and it's just kind of like a tiny little garden. This is a tiny lot here in Windenburg. This is where the free spirits live. So there wasn't like a ton of room to do like a giant garden, but that's not really what I was going for. I more wanted that like quaint, cozy feeling. And I think I achieved that. But yeah, other than like the debug and live edit objects and stuff that I used, the main features to the build were made with like, what did I use? Get Together, of course, because that is a more like European inspired expansion pack. And so we have lots of good stuff that matches with the style that I was going for. And then of course, all of the windows I think that I used are from Discovery University, because that is another world that is pretty European looking. And I think it looks pretty English. I mean, I've only ever been to England once, and it was just for a few days. It was the first time I went to Sims Camp, and I didn't really do too much exploring around the city because it was only a couple of days and we were really busy. So I definitely want to go back, but I have seen a little bit. But yeah, I feel like that world does look a little bit more English. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are from that part of the world, if you know more about it, definitely let me know. But I'm excited to get more of this kind of stuff in the game because I feel like it's been a long time since we've really gotten a pack with a lot of traditional cozy furniture and cozy stuff. I don't think, at least I assume, there won't be any modern stuff coming in this pack. I assume so. It doesn't look like it would make any sense because even with Discovery University, even though we got more traditional stuff, a lot of it was really modern because they went for the two different styles of colleges. So yeah, it's been like since Cats and Dogs that we've gotten a really like cozy, traditional pack with like traditional furniture. So I'm super excited to have more stuff in the game like that, because even though I was able to create this cottage and I feel like it would probably blend into the new expansion pack really nicely, when it came to decorating the interior, I felt really limited with artwork and with just furniture in general that I thought would suit this style. So I'm definitely excited to see the furniture and stuff that's coming with that expansion pack. We did recently get a kit though that was called Country Kitchen Kit. And so the kitchen set looks very similar to what I saw in the trailer. I think it does look pretty different though, so I'm interested to see what all of like the swatches are going to be. I'm hoping that it's going to be more neutral. I'm actually really happy that it's going to be a different version, but also really similar to this one, because this one's more rustic and worn down, and this one looks a little bit cleaner that's coming with the expansion. It looks like less worn and chipped. So it'll be nice to have both options, but I'm really hoping that the colors are more neutral, especially when it comes to the curtains, because it looks like they did the same like curtain detail. But my issue with the counters that came in the Country Kitchen Kit, that is such a mouthful. The curtains are weird colors in my opinion. Like there's this one really light blue swatch that is so pretty, but then the curtains are pink, like really pink, not subtly pink. They're just like true pink. And it drives me absolutely crazy. And I'm hoping that there's more neutral swatches like browns and like a nice white or something. I'm just really interested to see more because I like what I saw in the trailer, but I'm hoping that they're going to be a little bit more usable than the one that came in the kit. And hopefully they're different enough and hopefully they don't feel too similar. I think they are, but we will see. But yeah, other than that, when it came to decorating this living room, I struggled so much trying to find like a couch. I ended up going with the one from Cats and Dogs that I have right here, but I'm really not satisfied with it. I feel like we totally need more like traditional cozy looking couches. This one looks more like regular to me and less traditional. I mean, it's definitely traditional, but I don't know. It wasn't what I was going for, but it was the best out of all of the couches that we have available in The Sims 4. So it's what I used. But anyways, since I was struggling with it and not really finding the furniture that I was liking, I decided to move on to the kitchen. So of course I am using the Country Kitchen Kit, like I mentioned. The stove and the refrigerator are so nice. I've been using them a ton. Like I really like them, especially the refrigerator. I think is so adorable. And I really like this swatch of the counters. I love the wood tone on the top of them, and the green is really pretty. And I think the curtain on them is purple, so you won't see any, or no, it's yellow. I think there's one that has purple with the green, and then there's the yellow. I think there's two different green colors that are like exactly the same. They just have different curtain colors, I believe. But either way, I'm just not a big fan of the color swatches for the curtains. As I've said too many times now, but you won't see them here. I just use a couple of the overhead cabinets with some of the clutter. I especially really like that one with the pots and pans hanging from it. I think it's so adorable. And then I do clutter up the kitchen with some decorations. Of course, the other things that came with the country kitchen kit are so adorable, like these little canisters and then the pail of fruit and all the different little stuff. Like this baking dish is so cute too, and the tray of flowers, or I guess it's not a tray, it's more of like a, what would you call that thing? That wooden box. I'm not sure what you would call it, but either way, I think those decorations are super cute, and I am still obsessed with the chairs that came with the, what is it called? The paranormal stuff pack? Yeah, I think so. The paranormal chairs are the best chairs that we have in game. I love them and I want to use them in almost every build. They're so nice. I love just like that wicker texture on them. I want those chairs in real life. But either way, I put them here in the kitchen right in the center because I didn't have a great spot where I thought the dining table should go. And really, I only think one sim lives in this build. I did create 2 bedrooms. One I decorated for a child, but I think an elderly sim lives here, and that's their grandchild's room. So yeah, I think it's just like a grandma's cottage. It could be a grandpa's too, but I'm gonna say grandma's. So yeah, I think her grandchild just comes and stays with her every once in a while. And so when it came to decorating the kids' room, I really only added like a few decorations. I mean, it's still fully decorated in my opinion, but it's not as cluttery and decorated as I normally would a kid's room. But I was trying to show that the kid only stays here sometimes. So hopefully you guys will see that. But really, honestly, the grandma's room isn't overly cluttered either, but both of the bedrooms are so small. So if you wanted more clutter and decorations, I would probably just get rid of the kids' room and make the grandma's room a lot bigger. But yeah, I'm sure you guys will switch up this build depending on your Sims anyways. But those were just my thoughts. But over here, I do have a computer desk because I wanted to have a space for a computer, and they're really nice to have in builds because your Sims need computers. I hope that at some point we'll get like an ability just to write instead of needing a computer, and then you could do everything through the mail or something. That would be pretty cool. But either way, I think this looks really nice over here. And then I also really liked including that bookcase that I put on the other wall. And then over here, I do decorate the top of the fireplace. I just tried to decorate it with a bunch of clutter. Of course, a bunny, because we're getting bunnies in the new expansion pack. I do use the rooster statue and this little chicken one. I think I used the chicken one once, and then I think I used the rooster twice. Maybe only once. I can't remember, but you will notice, or you might notice, that I don't put any decorations next to the TV, and that's just because I forgot. I didn't realize it till I went to go take the screenshots. And so in the screenshots, you will see that I added some clutter items. It's just like a plant and couple of things, not too exciting. But anyways, over here I originally wanted to create a laundry room, but then I didn't really like the way the washer and dryer looked in this build, and then I went to go place the clothesline outside. You'll see me here in just a moment decide to get rid of the washer and dryer and try the clothesline, but there really wasn't a good spot to put it outside because I didn't plan for it and I didn't want to change anything. So yeah, I just decided to get rid of the washer and dryer and laundry altogether. The sim doesn't have to do laundry. And then I made an area for a cat instead. I put a litter box in here. I put a cat tree. There's a couple of food bowls in here. And then I also ended up using a couple of shelves that came with the country kitchen kit in that green color. There's 2 different swatches. There's one with a duck and the one with like a flower detail, I think. And I sized them down because they're ginormous. I don't know why they're that big, but I sized them down and put some clutter items on them. And honestly, it's one of my favorite spots in the entire build. So you'll see that here in just a moment. And then I also use that gardening shelf that came from Eco Lifestyle. It's not a functioning gardening table, but the decorations and clutter are so cute. But of course, if you want something functioning, then the flower arranging table from Seasons would work great. I guess the other swatch, no, it is purple. It's kind of like a purpley white color. So I guess you'll see the curtains in here. It's more white. I don't know why I thought they were purple. There is one that is though. But either way, this is probably the most neutral swatch. Maybe the black one is pretty neutral too. But either way, I think I'm just upset about the pink curtains. But anyways, over here, I just added some clutter items, some gardening clutter. I thought that looked super cute. And then over here is where I placed those shelves that I was talking about. I tried to find a piece of artwork, but that was also something that I struggled with in this build, was finding artwork that I thought matched the theme. So I'm really interested to see and hoping that a lot of artwork comes in that expansion pack, because I do feel like in most packs, artwork is something that we don't get a lot of. We'll usually get like a couple of pieces of art, but then that's it for like the whole theme of a new expansion pack or something. But really, art is something that you can never have enough of. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really hoping that we get quite a bit. But either way, over here is going to be the downstairs bathroom. I do make 2 bathrooms in this build, so there's one downstairs and one upstairs. There's no ensuite or anything. The bathrooms are pretty simply decorated, but I really liked the way they looked, and I really like this sink. It's super cute. And again, I don't know why I thought I didn't use the curtain at all, but clearly there's the curtain again, and it's white. I'm losing my mind. I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. But either way, that's it for the downstairs bathroom. And then I had this little area over here by the staircase, and I decided to use this old time stereo that we got from, I believe it was Get Famous. I think so. But I thought it looked perfect in here, and I ended up using a chair from the Paranormal Stuff pack. The chair wasn't like the perfect color, but I still really like that chair. I like the shape of it, and it's just kind of like a nice little nook where the sim could sit and knit and listen to music, and it's just like kind of a nice little spot. So I thought that was pretty cute. But here is the upstairs area. So I made a nice open staircase, which I really like. And then in the landing area, I just put like a side table, some artwork, and I think another one of those paranormal chairs because I like them and I just wanted to place one basically. And here I tried to size down some artwork that came from Get Together, but it just didn't quite look the way I wanted to. And I thought about for a moment switching up the yellow wallpaper, but the yellow just felt so cottagey to me. I couldn't help myself. It might be a bit overpowering. Some of you guys might not like it, but of course that's an easy fix. And then here is the upstairs bathroom. It's very similar to the downstairs one. Instead of using the base game bathtub, I was going to use it, but I wanted a shower, so I decided to use this one that came from Vampires. I think it looks very pretty and very old-timey. And then I used the same sink and the same toilet, and then a few clutter items. Yeah, it's just a bathroom, so it's not that exciting, but I do like it, like I said. And then over here is going to be the bedrooms. So the bedrooms, you will notice in the screenshot that I switch up the wallpapers, because when it came to taking the screenshots, I just wasn't sure if I liked the wallpaper anymore. That was also another thing that I kind of struggled with, but honestly, I probably should have tried to use maybe some different ones, or maybe I should have just tried to use some from different packs. I'm not exactly sure. These are just base game ones that I used, and they were the first ones that I thought of and that I gravitated towards, so I just sort of went with it. But when I was taking the screenshots, I felt like it could just be better. So I did switch them up. I'm not sure if it's better, but hopefully with the new expansion pack, we will be getting more traditional wallpapers and some that aren't so crazy, because we do have some that are pretty nice, like in pattern, but then the colors I don't particularly like. So I'm interested to see what is all coming, and I can't wait. I wish the pack was out now. I feel like they showed us the trailer so early, and now we have to wait forever. Somebody pointed out to me on Twitter that it's like 41 days or something, which is absurd. But either way, it's a few less by now, because I think I'm going to upload this on Sunday or Monday. Probably Sunday, actually, because it's Friday now. Not that it matters, but either way, I finished the grandma's room, and over here I'm working on the kids' room. So like I mentioned, I think this kid only stays here every once in a while. They just come and maybe spend the summers with their grandma, or a weekend every once in a while. I didn't really think about that too much, but since I thought of it that way, I didn't want to clutter it up too much, but I didn't want it to be empty. So I do add some kids artwork and some toys. I do get a dollhouse in here, and I think a stuffed animal bear, that like large one from base game. And then I just put some artwork up, and then this is basically it for the build. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and hopefully you guys will like the screenshots. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the upcoming expansion pack. I'm definitely interested to hear your guys' thoughts, but either way, yeah, hope you guys will enjoy the screenshots. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Let go, rain. It's not your song to sing no more. Goodbye, blame. Weights can't lift you up, but you can find a way to drop them. Can you feel the wind? Say you do, it's how it all begins. Then comes reason, then purpose. Well, you will find find your way. In the meantime, may the sun bless you with its rays. It's how we learn. It has to hurt, it has to hurt. Every single turn, don't beg your pardon. You're not someone's victim. It has to hurt, it has to hurt. You can ask spring how it is when the buds are bursting. You can watch the birds when they fly across the world. Weights can't lift you up. You can find a way to drop them. When the new ones weigh you down, you'll be on top of them. Oh, don't mind the fall. Break down on when it burns, please. Don't be concerned, 'cause it's how we learn. It has to hurt, it has to hurt. Every single turn, don't beg your pardon. You're not someone's victim. It has to hurt, just has to hurt. It's how we learn. Don't be concerned. It has to hurt. Yes, every single turn.